Alrighty, welcome to the show. So, today we're back playing Train Sim. So here comes our train for today. It's a BR423. only a few minutes in and we have problems already. Oh well, there's a few things I forgot to do anyways. So low back this reference. Alright. Only a few minutes in and we have problems already. Probably that one stupid train that we saw earlier which decided not to go. I just love it when the train just messes up with you. I can't do one single solitary special where something goes down. But every single time I do one of these things, technical difficulties, we're gonna get around those in a few minutes. Don't worry, we just gotta make a quick fix and then we'll be ready to go. Yeah, this is actually a scenario that I made a while back. Yeah. I actually made a scenario considerable amount of time ago. There's a reason why that's AI trains and I don't do AI trains anymore because they do nothing but mess you up as shown here. But yeah, so we have Lucas Stellan in the chat. Hello there. So we're 8 minutes in and we already have problems. So yeah, technical difficulties before the live stream or only just when starting. Yeah, this is the reason why I don't do AI trains anymore. These things because something terrible always has to happen. Oh well. So yeah, so we're just having some technical difficulties, but we should be. So today is a day. So recently the new Train Sim World DLC was announced. It's the Northeast Corridor, New York. I must say I'm very disappointed in that DLC because I mean, it looks cool. I mean, you've got an ECS64 with the GP 40-2, basically the same two locomotives that were included with New York New Haven. I'm going to further discuss that as the live stream goes along, but of course, we'll have problems immediately. Supposed to be getting this live stream done by 7 o'clock, and right now the game is at home. Yeah, this is the reason why I've stopped putting the action in these scenarios, because they do nothing. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so fairly quick, also for the full corner, Quick Trip 500 is going to be a thing tomorrow. Yep, 500. Atlanta. So anyway, so as I was saying before, Um, what was I saying? Forgot. Oh yeah, Train Sim World Northeast Corridor DLC thing. I don't understand the. Oh, there's no audio in the game. That's why. Okay. Exit. First exit and replay. You never want, for some odd reason, you never want to start a scenario from the scenario editor. You always want to go back to the menu and reload it. Yeah. Yeah, originally this scenario was created back in um, November of last year, and then after a while I decided to do something other things, and for some odd reason never got around to doing Mannheim College. Well, actually, no. What happened was that near the end of the year I had a few other ideas for specials, and then Train Simulator 2018 came out, so I had some new stuff to play with. You know, being roots, but yeah. Now that I had, and plus loaned it to Brighton, I bought that, and then yes, I bought that, and then the following weekend, decided to play City Skylines, which didn't work, and then did nothing because it wasn't done Daytona 500 weekend, and now we're finally here with the College on the live stream thingy. So, yes. And now that we're here, we're having problems already. Yeah. But hopefully problems will be solved. I don't know what in the world was going on there. Why wasn't that train moving? But problems should be solved now. And I think we will be able to complete the special by that time it has been at 7 o'clock. And hopefully it is done at 7 o'clock, because we did it in a really long movie. It's the Gladiator. So anyway, so yeah, there it is. Northeast Train Symbol, Northeast Corridor, New York. Pre-order today is safe, so they're doing the thing that they usually do. You can pre-order the game for a discounted price. Shows that Dovetail really want you to buy it, which I can't do even if I wanted to, because my computer, I don't think is even powerful enough to run Train Symbol without crashing. Yeah, so we are going back in the same place before. Oh hell, look at this train here. Yeah, so look at this. So over here, the BR-145. This is actually a train that you can get for a standalone DLC, and you actually can get that, and then it comes with a few scenarios for this route. However, this isn't actually the one from that standalone DLC. This is actually the one from Hamburg to Lubeck. Yeah, it would be nice that after you release the train separately, if you're gonna release a train sold separately and then later on include it in another DLC thingy, you might as well just do something with the I don't know. Dovetail are weird people. They really are. Or do what you do with the Mittenwald bond, where because the thing with the Mittenwald bond is that one utilizes the BR-442 Talent 2. However, when it does so, um, um, it's not a new Talent 2 train. It's actually the standalone one, but it's included for some odd reason. Here's the 5. Pulling into the station pretty quickly. their own train. So it's a BR442, I think. For some reason, all of our lights are red. I don't know why. I really shouldn't even bother to be the trains. Next week should be interesting, however. I'm not gonna tell you which DLC is coming up next week, but it should be a good one. Well, I say it's a good one. I don't know how good it is, but well, yeah, as I was saying before, you know, they, like, the BR442 Talent 2, it's included with the Mittenwald Bond route, although it's not the same. You know, it's the same one, however, that was included in the DLC. Like, it gives you the DLC for free, as it's, like, gives you the BR442 Talent 2 DLC for free with the Mittenwald Bond route. Free, because it's obviously heavily used in it. So anyway, so we have a red light, yet we're... What if we press tab? Yes, request to pass signal danger approved, and there's the green. Okay. Yeah, so you know the train that was sitting there earlier, I actually moved it into the station now. Already there by default, so this way we don't we should hopefully be able to get through. So I requested to pass signal danger approved, and we're good to go now, hopefully. So, 20 minutes into the live stream, and we're just about to begin. So, yeah, you can tell the sky looked a bit different. And, you know, this scenario was originally created such a long time ago that I had the season set to autumn, because it was autumn at the time. Now it's spring. Well, I said it's spring for this thing, but it's actually winter where I live, in Rhode Island. It's actually winter. Well, you know, it's winter, but at the same time, there's not much snow, but there are the freezing temperatures, there's that. And according to Groundhog Day, no shadows were seen. So, actually, no, is it Groundhog Day? Is it like, okay, so Groundhog Day, so if the groundhogs see their shadow, then that means 6 more weeks of winter, but if they don't see the shadow, it's right. But, I do believe a shadow was seen, so plus the temperature is still freezing, so yeah, 6 more weeks of winter are inbound on the islands, and winter will be ending until mid-March. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I kind of would like the weather to get warmer in a way, you know? So anyways, back to this service. So we are driving the BR442 Talent 2, running no particular service. We're just driving a low service. Not really a local service. It's not really express service either, because we are making a few stops. So we're going to be stopping at Hockenheim, Wagenhosel, and Karlsruhe. Yeah. This is a German route, by the way, so if I mispronounce any names, station names, but I'm not that good with speaking German. I mean, well, I can't speak German at all. Reading German, well, it depends on syllables. Even though I don't speak any other particular language other than English. Language. can't really speak it, but I do have the amazing ability to read any word in the English language, like, you know, if it's, like, even if it's something in Japanese or Spanish or whatever, if it's written in the English characters, then I can actually read it. Pronunciations might be a difference. So coming up to 160 kilometer an hour speed limit. So grade crossing. Mannheim to Karlsruhe. It's a cool route. I like it. I haven't driven on this route recently, so it's nice to come back to it. In fact, think about more than a year ago when I last drove on it. Nice route. Pocket knife. Well, what is this? Well, that's kind of cool. There's like pipes and stuff. That's pretty cool. So as per usual, the kilometer counter is going down, but that's fine. That's quite cool how there's like pipes and stuff. Mannheim, NASCAR route. Even though I can't speak German, I can read words, so they're in character. If they're in Japanese character, the Chinese character, the Russian character, whatever, that's not English, I can't read it at all. I don't understand them. What is this? For some reason that went wild. I don't know what that means. $125. I remember speed testing this thing. I remember it did about 86 or something miles an hour, which is the equivalent of 100 kilometers, about 150. So even if we stay at full throttle, we'll be underneath the speed limit. Frame rate isn't too bad. Ooh, what's this? There's tracks over there, but they're not electrified. They're in the road. That's cool. Building. Yeah, so there's a road here. However, there is no fencing between the road and the rails. That is dangerous. Yeah, the train going by actually sounds kind of realistic. Is my computer falling over? I don't think so. And the answer is... Wait, I was wondering why my volume was so low. And that was because the computer volume wasn't turned up all the way. That's quite cool. Ooh, Mannheim to Karlsruhe Part 3. What is that? I don't know any of these achievements. I guess it's for driving for 5 kilometers or something. I have no idea. Maybe it's the train. Okay, why are there no overhead wires in this section? There's the overhead support stuff, but there is no cant. There's no cant now. Or maybe there's supposed to be Cantonary there and it hasn't loaded in yet. Okay, now there's Cantonary. I guess it's just the loading news or something, or is there actually no Cantonary? I don't know, but it's weird in a way. The Mannheim to Karlsruhe. It's a pretty short route, it's about 60 kilometers in length, so about the length of Munich to Augsburg. Munich to Augsburg. And it includes a few trains which are pretty good. Well, it's actually 4 trains in total. Those three looks interesting. Yeah, so this DLC includes 4 trains. It includes the well, oh, nuts! there's 4 trains included in this DLC, yet I forgot to put one of them in the ground to show. I think it's BR146 or something. I don't remember. Oopsie daisy. Some people are gonna be like, "Oh, it doesn't actually include the locomotive bits in this game because you haven't placed it in the route." I know, I forgot. Well, it is included, but I just forgot to put it in the route. You know, I usually when I do these live streams now is that I have, you know, just one train moving, and that's the player train, and then any other train is static, and those are usually the trains that are included with the DLC. But I forgot to get. Yeah. Yeah, me being me, I left doing this scenario for the last minute. You know, that's because I've been doing some other stuff in the background, so I decided to leave until the last minute to get the scenario, you know, finished off in preparation for this live. Of course, it did. Maybe what I will do is that I'll in the thumbnail I'll put a picture of this train next to another train and the other would help. Show you. This bridge here is pretty cool. Okay. That's another cool bridge there. Alright, so we have the Tanjiro train. Hello there. Is that the guy who keeps protecting his message? I don't know. I might just put him in his box. Alright, so we go across this here bridge crossing. Or level crossing, we call them in Germany, I think. They usually call them level crossings over in the UK, but actually the term applied to other countries in Europe as well. No, I'm just gonna. Okay. We're coming up on Schwitzingen and Alterstein. Not bad German pronunciation. Time to lay off on the throttle and slow it down. It's your time. 4. I think that's the last. So 120 and then about 39 throttle. So this is the station. Oh yeah, here comes. Oops, that's the wrong button. Here comes more stuff. So, I'm gonna quickly save my progress in the scenario just in case the worst happens. So, in this DLC, you not only get a BR423, but you also get a BR294 in along with three different um, van thingies in three different colors. You get red, blue, and oh, I should have stopped at the station so I could show you the stuff. Hang on, we're gonna stop at this station up here so I can show you the stuff. Making an unscheduled stop in this journey. See if we can slow it down in time. Alright, come on, train, slow down. Ugh. Dear, the controller will be very cross with me. Because I'm really use this. So I'm just gonna let the train just slow itself down while I show you this stuff. So, you get a BR294 with three different vans. And you also get a bunch of different types of cargo. So you get Eco-Motive, you get Energy Line, you get QD Worldwide, you get a Purple Generic one, you get Wave, and you get RS Traction, which for some odd reason has been flipped the wrong way, so it's standing on just one truck, which is interesting. So you get Wave, and you also get the flatbeds. Those are the different crates that you get. You also get different types of flatbeds, which is blue, you get Rusty, generic one, orange, red, DB red, and blue again. That's what you get. So, we missed the platform by quite a bit, but at least we stopped in the end. So the passengers, they can get off here whilst they do the thing. And now it's in the... Okay, right. Okay, so we made an unscheduled stop and failed. I kind of wish I had planned to stop by the station earlier so I could show you this stuff. Oh well. I promise you that I will get that. I will, next time I do something like that, I will. Anyways, let's head to Hockenheim Station now. So the game still has no idea what it's doing. It says that we're going to get to Hockenheim by 15:14. Yeah, and there's no way that we're going to get there in 2 minutes. But hopefully we will. Stuff working right? Yeah, hopefully. Yep, everything's working fine. Imagine if I messed something up the whole time and my microphone wasn't turned on. Oh, speaking of stuff, not only do they have it, but they also have the different types of crates as regular crates themselves. Yeah, I didn't actually place those down there. Those are just there by random chance, and they just happen to be there. And yeah, they didn't just happen to be there by by default. Stuff. There's a red light for those two. Actually, no light for us, but that's fine. Another cool little level crossing. I actually quite like some of the designs of some of these level crossings. I think this one's a bit overdone, but it's alright nonetheless. Now we're in a forest area where there's nothing but trees. If you look out, there's the end of the world. Oh my goodness, are those mountains actually there? I knew there's stuff in the background. For some odd reason, that actually reminds me of the Mittenwald Farm route, where, you were in the mountainous terrain, then you looked all the way, you looked to your left or right, depending on which way you're going. You looked over to the mountain that was next to you, some miles away, and there was nothing there. Yeah. That's not actually fault of the computer system. Like, if the scenery hasn't loaded up for you yet, well, maybe one of the reasons is best we see in the world, but I think the bigger reason actually has to do with the game itself. So, you could have the weakest or strongest PC in the world, and stuff. Alright, so we're coming up on Hockenheim. We actually made it there by about 14:50. So if that's correct, there is a chance that we'll get to our final destination by whenever they think that. I don't know how soon we'll be able to get to Karlsruhe. Hopefully by 50 or something like that. Look at this bridge. Overall, I'd say this is a good looking route. I like it. I wonder if I could write some kind of fill inside episode here or something. There's some walls. I'm coming up on Hoghouse, so we better begin to slow down so we don't overshoot the clock like we did earlier. You know, we're slowing down for plenty of time, of course. This is Hockenheim, our first stop of the day. Our first scheduled stop of the day. What happened earlier was a mistake that I made. I'm gonna slow down. I think I got the break to Hockenheim. Yeah, race fans might recognize that name. That's actually because there's actually a track called Hockenheim. Well, I think most of you already know that, but Hockenheim is the host of the German Grand Prix. Unfortunately, there was no German Grand Prix for 2017. Which kind of stinks. Because, you know, the German Grand Prix is important, as I am German. And, so here we are in Hockenheim. Come to a gentle stop. As we do. And come on, train, slow down. There you go. Come to a stop. Not the most down stop in the world, but it'll do. So Hockenheim, and now we're actually right next to the high-speed line over here. Yeah, behind this wall, this is the high-speed line where the ICE3 goes super fast. Quite cool. Well, that's where it says that we're going, but we're actually in Mannheim. And they're actually, yeah, Hockenheim, the Hockenheim circuit, the Hockenheim ring, that's what it is, the Hockenheim ring. The name of the circuit is here. Well, it's actually near the station, like, I think about 1 or 2 miles away. Yeah, 1 or 2 miles away from this station, there actually is the circuit. The Hockenheim ring. Here we go. Yeah. I actually wondered if the Hockenheim ring circuit was actually in Train Simulator, because that means we would finally have some methods to use for building a race course. But unfortunately it's not. But I think 2 miles away from the station is the Hockenheim ring. Obviously not in the game, but it is there in real life. And the Hockenheim ring, the track itself, seems that not everybody really likes it that much. I wonder why. This Hockenheim ring, I don't really see it as a bad circuit or anything. You know, there are all of you look on the internet. There are plenty of people that will say, "Oh, they ruined Hockenheim ring. It used to be such a fast track, and now it's rubbish stuff." Uh. Well, oops. Well, I guess I guess Hockenheim is a bit of a silly track, although it still can provide. Well, actually, now that I think about it, there were a few turns on the Hockenheim ring that are controversial, but it's not bad. I mean, there are a few turns, chicane that are, well, not chicane. Why did I say chicane? There are no chicanes on Hockenheim ring. There's turn one. I guess turn one is a bit interesting, but then there's the turn after that, which puts you onto the long curve way. I guess you could say. And that turn is actually kind of interesting. And then there's possibly, but I guess one interesting is that, you're flying down the straightaway and then there's that massive hairpin. But I don't really see the hairpin as a big issue, I guess. Here's the Luluheim. I'm going to stop here. But, oh. I was saying something about something. That's what I was saying. But Hockenheim ring. I don't really think it's that bad. Ooh, what's this? Away from the high speed. Take a look at that map here. That's Mannheim. Ooh, detail. I don't think I've ever been down this section actually. This is the first. Ooh, look at that. Look at how the train crosses the thingy. That's cool. I like that. There's a bunch of trees over here, and I sent the scenario to Autumn, and yet the trees look as if they're dead. Unless they're like, unless they're thingy trees, but thingy trees. I know, I'm so thingy trees. Thingy trees. That makes complete sense. Still doing it to slow down for the 120 kilometers an hour speed limit. Oh, you know one thing I forgot to sign it to over 3. I'm gonna look away from the chat. Oh, there's a 60 kilometer. Okay, I'm gonna stay on the road. Look at all this. There's cars. There's a yellow light. I don't know why our light is yellow, or maybe that's rust. Yellow dot. I have no idea. Guess I'll find out shortly. Ooh, look at these. These are kind of cool. Are these like greenhouses or something that look really, really fake? Yeah, I'm sorry. It looks terrible. Well, it doesn't necessarily look terrible, but it looks wrong. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't look great. It looks wrong. It looks like somebody just took some stuff and then slapped it all together, and then they called it a day. Yeah, sorry, Dovetail, you messed it up. Alright. So we're coming up on a 60 kilometer speed limit. It's I'm not sure why it's going down to 60. That little, okay, 60 comes up early. Thank goodness this isn't a career scenario, or else we would be losing a point. No point in the morning for today. No siree. We just jar. Let's see what the chat is up to. So it's slowing on a 50 kilometers speed limit, or 55. I don't know why we're slowing down this much. No, seriously, why have we slowed down this much? Oh, this is Legos. Oh, we're stopping at the station. Okay, so we have to do things anyway, so we're stopping here. This is a cool little suburban area. There's some houses and stuff. But I don't know why we're going so slow. Unless we're coming up on something. That's the high-speed line. Where's the high-speed line going? Thanks. Oh, it's all the way over there. I guess we're just stop. I guess this is our next stop. They made it only 1 minute behind schedule, which is not bad. Although I don't know why we're going so slow by default. Probably 60. Maybe because we're stopping at the station or something. I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, this is Waghorse, so we are in the right place. I'm gonna get on the brakes now. Ooh, this platform's on 2 sides. I know I'm saying a lot of stuff looks cool, but I've never seen this part of this route. Like, I've actually done I've done the high speed part a few times already, but I've never done the S-Bahn section on this route, which is kind of the reason why I'm doing this today. Okay, hopefully this is the right place. I have no clue. If we messed up and I've stopped at the wrong station, that'd be really funny. The timer is going along, so we have stopped at the right station, the right place, and even the games and so we have stopped in the right place. So I don't know why Train Simulator is being funny like this. But yeah, I've never actually seen this part of the map before, so that's why I think everything looks cool. You know, it's like, oh my goodness, this is cool. That's why I like to, you know, not drive these routes until I do them on the live. So, doors have opened up. Passengers are visible. Train isn't even touching the platform correctly, so I guess they just have to jump off or something. Now 30 miles to Karlsruhe. 30 kilometers. Put up a long way, so we're gonna arrive there. So it says that we're gonna arrive there at about 13 to another 20 minutes before we get there. 20 minutes should be enough time. And 20 minutes should be enough time. Look at all those trees. Oh, gotta slow down. %6 throttle. That's a whole lot of throttle. So tab, tab. Apparently those red lights are for someone else. Not for us though. Or maybe they're red just because reasons. But why is that sight? Like, there's just a sign there for no. Like, what can you fit on that? Why are they even there? It must be. Well, actually, no. I should say it must be well. You know, they built these points. They built that switch purposely on the side there. And what it is that they demolished the siding, but they didn't want to go through the bother of having to you know, get rid of all the stuff and put regular rails in there. So I guess you know, we'll leave the points, but we'll get rid of the rails. That bit and okay, so we should be able to go. There we go, 160. Okay, now we're when do we join up with the high-speed line? Pretty soon. Okay, so we're joining up with it pretty soon. Actually, now we can just go full speed to Karlsruhe. Because think, because you know, eventually the high-speed line goes over with the main line, and so I think the speed limit is 200 kilometers an hour. I think now it's just full speed to Karlsruhe, another 30 kilometers to go. I don't know why, however, that the I don't know why in free roam scenarios that for some reason the mile counter doesn't count down to stuff. It's so weird. I don't know why it does that. There we go. So, anyways, this question. We send Cho monster. 127. Goody. Actually, we're going to be joining up with the high-speed line pretty soon. There it is over there. This is I like this part. That's cool. How the track goes over the bridge like that. Okay. Well, 80-kilometer speed limit. I think, yeah, I think now we've joined forces with you. Well, I say joint forces, joined up with the main line, or high speed line. So, yeah, pretty soon the speed limit will be 200, but then goes to 80. While we're going down the track. Okay. I wish this game. Unfortunately, the people at Dovetail are a bunch of incompetent people. So, Train Simulator 2018 will most likely never get good. And as they are now putting most of the Train Simulator, which is not that much better, to be honest. I mean, there were some cool things that you can do in Train Simulator that you couldn't already do in Train Simulator 2018, like you can actually play the role of a passenger now in Train Sim World, instead of just being a train, just being a train driver 100% of the time that you're playing the game. You know, you can actually you actually ride the train, and I think that's actually cool. But you know, you can actually walk around. And it's all in all, it's cool, but unfortunately, we still have quite a ways to go in terms of routes and stuff. But, you know, like again, it's cool that we can play as a person now. You know, like we can actually move around the train and do cool things. But the problem is now the routes themselves have gotten a lot shorter. Like, you know, I remember the guys at Dovetail when they interviewed themselves. When they interviewed themselves, they, oh, what's this? Oh, LZB signaling enabled. Oh, okay. Oh, this is LZB or LZB. Okay, so this is the thing for the high speed part. Because now we're officially driving on the high speed section where the IC3 train goes. And they use the PZP system. And you know, it's kinda like TVM back in the UK. But yeah, train sim wall, like it's cool that we can be our own person, it's cool that we can walk around stuff, but the problem, you know, again, you know, when Dovetail interviewed themselves, they mentioned that train sim world, like, it was not possible to do longer routes in train sim world. Like, you know, I remember, you know, like, you know, like I remember Matt Pelson once came along and said, you know, we looked at a lot of game engines and we really needed a game engine that could produce routes. I just know that there's no catenary problem with the lines there, so. Man, even in the newer routes, there's the issue of floating catenary. Why is this a common thing across all of the dubs? I don't know. I'm questioning stuff. But as I was saying, yeah, as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. What I was saying something. I forgot what I was saying. Great. Good job, Mr. Malcolm. I forgot what you were saying. Great. Great job. So anyways, as I was saying before, the routes themselves are really short. That's like, you know, they mentioned that longer routes were not possible because, you know, in Train Simulator the real limit was you could make a route up to 150 miles long, and then the game would crash. Well, actually no, 200 miles long. The Weardale and Teesdale network is 200 miles. That's a 200-mile long network. But, and you know, that's pretty much the limit for Train Simulator before the game just spontaneously combusted and just crashes. You know. So Dovetail decided, you know what, we're gonna build an all-new Train Simulator on the Unreal Engine 4 because it's gonna help us build longer routes. So, and you know, do more things. And whilst in Train Sim World, there are a bunch of things that they can improve upon, and are, you know, improvement. Well, compared to Train Sim 2018, you know, again, like I mentioned earlier, you can now move around, but the routes themselves are really short. Yeah, so basically, what I'm trying to get at that they said that longer routes are not possible, and here they are producing routes that are really short, like 30 miles. Like, yeah, they start off with the Sand Patch route with CSX Heavy Haul, which was about 68 miles long, which is not bad, but it, you know, it's not that good, but it's not that bad either. It was their first route to Train Sim World, so I could kind of give them a break there. But then here they go, releasing Great Western Express as their next Train Sim World add-on, and that's only 33 miles long. Like 33 miles long. That is worse than previous. Like they produce a route that is 30 miles long. 30 miles. That is rubbish. That is absolute rubbish. And then they produce rapid transit, which is about 40 miles, which is not that good either. And then come up with New York City, they come up with Northeast Corridor, New York, which is again only 30 miles away. You know, it's like they say that they can produce longer routes now, and yet here they go producing routes that are basically shorter versions of ones that already exist. Like, you know, I guess you could kind of give them a break with Sandpatch and Rapid Transit, because both of those routes are routes that didn't exist in Train Simulator previously. But then they released Great Western Express, which goes from London to Reading, which already exists in Train Simulator, and then now we have Northeast Corridor from New York, not New York. Now the Northeast Corridor route from uh, Newark Liberty Airport to New Rochelle, which is again a part of Northeast Corridor that we already have in Train Simulator. You know, with Great Western Express, you know, you could, you can only go from Paddington to Reading. However, back in the day when Train Simulator was first known as Railworks, you could go from Paddington to Reading, but the line didn't end there. After that, you could go on to Oxford. You know, you could go to Oxford, which is a distance of 70 miles. That was the cooling days of Train. That's when Train Simulator was officially brand new. Ooh, this is Federal North Police 2. And this is a station, you know, it's a station, it has a destination. Oh, seems the speed limit's been on 140, but that's nothing plus because, you know, we're still doing 200. But yeah, like, and then even then, you know, so, yeah, so Great Western Express basically half of what we already had. I mean, yeah, the route for Train Simulator 2018 is 10 years old now, and to be honest, it hasn't aged very well. But again, it's still more of a route to drive on compared to Train Sim World. And yeah, apparently that was another an insult of what already exists. Here we have Train Sim World Northeast Corridor from Newark to New Rochelle, which is ridiculous because back in the good old days of Train Sim 2018, you know, you can purchase a DLC that takes you from New York Penn Station all the way up to Philadelphia. Yeah, you know, like go from Newark Liberty Airport, but it didn't end there. You could then go all the way up to Philadelphia. Yeah. Even then that was released in 2011, and then 2014 becomes another DLC that's based off of that North Border. However, in that one you can go from New York to New Rochelle, and then beyond then to all the way up to New Haven. And it didn't stop there. If you were driving a Metro North train going towards New York, you know, you had the ability to verge off the main line, go to Grand Central Terminal. And even then 2015, another DLC came up, which was set on the Northeast Corridor. But then again, we could once again go beyond Newark Liberty Airport, and then we could go up to Broadway and then verge off the main line to go down to Bayhead on the northeastern coastline. And then there's another one where you can, you know, verge off Northeast Corridor to go to Dover. Yeah, so you know, you have a, you know, what I'm trying to say is that there's a bunch of Northeast Corridor related stuff to do. With you know, a bunch of Northeast Corridor related stuff to do in Train Sim 2018. But here we come in the Train Sim World, a game that's supposed to have superior route to Train Sim 2018, and all they include is New Rochelle to Liberty Airport. Telltale games, they're very questionable people, I think. Yeah. You know? But I guess I can keep on waiting for the day that I can finally go from Boston to Washington in an Acela Express. or really a liberty, depending on what in the world they do. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Like Trains and World, it should now have the ability to produce long routes. Like I remember, I remember Corey Afro was another person on YouTube. He mentioned in Great Western Express video that now that Trains and World has stronger. That we're expecting stuff like Paddington to Exeter. You know what I mean? The Paddington to Exeter, which is a route, which is a distance of a long way, and that should be possible in Trains and World. According to Dovetail, they don't want to show that off. Also, there's an interesting part of the route. That's the thingy. Huh. Well, that's the little trolley route thingy that goes along there, which is pretty cool. I like how they have that on these routes. But yeah, as I was saying before, and Trains and World, it should also have the ability to produce to hold the whole Northeast corridor, going from Boston to Washington. That's the whole list of Northeast corridor. Oh, what is up to? That's too much of an ask. We're only gonna include the Northeast corridor in New York. From the airport to Newark Liberty Airport, which is already a section of the Northeast corridor that however, I would even go beyond that, like I was saying earlier. I think we passed over. Yeah, there's a bridge there. So we're soon coming up on Karlsruhe. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what's up. But Dovetail said in the past that one day in the future, Trains and World is going to come to the Xbox One, and another day it's going to have its own route building and stuff. I just don't. I mean, it's good. It's kind of good that now we have an Northeast corridor and transmitter, because that means that now we have ACS and GP4-2 to play around with. But I just don't know. I really wish that Dovetail would stop, hyping everything. Well, I remember when they were hyping up the release of Trains and World CSX Heavy Haul, they were saying, there will be multiplayer that's going to be your own group building tools and will be available to the Xbox One. And Trains and World is now almost a year old, and so far, oh, what's this? But, Trains and World, it's... I mean, yeah, Trains and World is still very new, but come on. I don't know. When they released CSX Heavy Haul, it was really a preview of what was to come into the future of Trains and World, I guess. But I still get why they decided to release it. But I know that, I guess Dovetail, they were just. They were so excited about Trains and World that they just couldn't finish it all. They just couldn't finish it properly. They absolutely had to release it before the game was actually finished. And even then, they're just still spewing out more DLC for Cranston World instead of actually building upon the game that they have going now, adding multiplayer, group building tools, and in multiplayer, stuff that we've been. I think I said multiplayer already, but I'm not sure. But, stuff that we've been asking for a long time now. It's ridiculous. One thing I realized I haven't even taken a single screenshot of this game up until now. That's cool. But pretty soon we'll be slowing down, level off on the bottom. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Get ready to slow down. Check this out. Ooh, it's massive parking lot over there. It's almost at Karlsruhe, but that's not the end of the journey, guys. A couple of things. It's like and even then, even though Dovetail now have Trains in World, they are still working on Trains for 2018. I don't know. Dovetail's just such a messed up. Stop screwing out all the DLC. Just doing it right. I don't know. But something like that might not happen until either Dovetail Games goes bankrupt or somebody buys them out or something. I have no idea. But Dovetail Games, they're making tons of money. I presume that they're making tons of money off of the stuff that they make. So Dovetail, you can keep releasing DLC after DLC after DLC, until the game eventually crashes and burns. And yeah, so LGBT was disabled. Now section. It might literally take a video game crash for Dovetail to sort themselves out. My question is, when will that actually happen? It's like Trains and Road is officially a thing now, and yet, Dovetail, they're still making DLC, still releasing DLC for Trains. I'm tired. It's been a bit of a longish day. Looks like no one has shown up to the live stream. Here we are arriving in Karlsruhe. So here we are in Karlsruhe, the end of the line. Seems supposed to be a platform which is lower than the actual train. I guess that's like a work platform or something for the people. So, There's our next train. Yes, the ICE-3 is also included with the DLC. Here we are in Karlsruhe, final destination of this service. And that's the final destination for this local service thingy. And doors. And yeah, now we can walk through here. From there, and walk across the tracks up to the other platform on the other side. There's actually escalators. There's escalators on that side as well. So it's just stairs. And wait till this train here finishes its duties. I'll hop over to drive the ICE-3. Ah, yes. Yeah. Yeah, back in November. Look, that is awesome. The BR-423 was fun, but now it's time to drive the beast of the train that is the ICE-3. Click on it. Ah, yes, the ICE-3. It's actually been my profile picture for quite a while now. That's my modified horn that I gave it. That's a cool one. So now just opening up the doors to the passengers. We're not sure. I'm not sure why I didn't put a station marker thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's my custom horn that I made for the ICE-3. That's not the default horn. So if you would like to download, and you can actually download this horn for yourselves. Yeah, so just go on my channel, look through my playlist, and you'll find a playlist called Train Sim 2018 Mods and stuff. And, you'll find the video, and then you can click the download link. You can download this horn and use it for yourself. And doors. Alright, let's go. It seems that these guys just put in the exterior sounds, even though that's pretty unrealistic. It is the ICE-3. Look at this train, that is just... This train's just awesome. Oops. Problems. Yeah, we actually cleared to leave the station, yep. Problem. This train's actually been my profile picture for quite some time now. Because originally I was actually planning on doing this route back in November, but then I held it off until now. This train thankfully is still my profile picture for YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. That deserves it because this train is just awesome. It's just, you know, this is German technology at its finest, right here. The ICE-3. Those would be signaling is enabled. It's only a couple miles before we reach 60 km/h speed limit. Yeah, I think originally this train was built for the ICE-3 back in, trying to make sure, actually, not sure that voice, this train does get loud. Turn on the desktop volume up, I guess, a tad. Look at this passenger view. I'm sitting in the front cab. There's some crates there. There's no drive. Wait, is it? There's the driver. But, for some reason he's not here. Yeah, obviously I decided to give this thing a new horn because the default horn that this train had was rubbish. But I figured out a way to change it, and I think now that the horn myself that I created for this train now is like 100 dollars or something. Quite a lot. So the horn loop itself isn't the best, but originally I made this mod up nearly a couple of years ago. Back when I was just beginning to learn how to modify trains. And well, this one, it may not sound like the best, but, you know, it's still realistic anyway, so it's fine. Why is that doing that? Wait, 0? Why is there a 0 for? What's happening? Why is there a red? None of the points are set wrong. Rehab. Request to pass in the danger approved, so we're good to go. What do you want now? Yeah, I don't know why there's a red light. Now it's not. Okay, we're good to go now. Now that going the fastest that we've been in this journey already, yeah, we still have a go faster. And his request to pass the danger approved, so we're fine. Yeah, the loop horn file isn't the best. I don't know, I might make a remastered version of this mod, but right now, I think I'll keep in my own little modified one for right now. Nice, that's really like, yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's cool. I think if I was to pick a favorite German train, it would be this. The IC, well, favorite real German. Obviously, my favorite German train of all time is Bang Coach. Oh, we're flying position very fast. I guess according to the Germans, it's fine to go through this very fast. But then again, over here in the United States, it's fine for the SL Express to go to Kingston at 150, so. Obviously, Frank Hook is my favorite German critic of all time. Well, then again, Frank Hook is no, Frank Hook, he's a story for another day, but the IC3 is just my favorite. Everything's... Yes, I did just activate the wiper for no reason. Apparently we're speeding now, but... yes, ICE. I just love the ICE3. You know, but then again, I love high-speed trains in general. Like, you know, my favorite high-speed trains. High-speed trains are my favorite type of trains. You know, steam engines are cool. You know, local trains are cool, and you know, all the trains are cool, but high-speed trains are the icing on the cake in terms of my favorite trains. Like, you know, you have to look at a high-speed train like this and think, yeah, going to Bombin, I could see him driving that train. I would see myself driving an awesome high-speed train like this. Also, those trains that one. I'm not sure if I'll ever actually get the chance to drive an ICE-3 train, but whether the dream comes true or not, you know, I'll always love ICE-3. It seems though, live frame rate is a bit black. Shouldn't be. And that's actually fine. Never mind. Let's just say focus on the scenario just in case. Yes. I also remember a time where a guy was crazy enough to use suction cups to strap himself to the end of one of these ICE3s, ICE3 trains. He actually strapped himself to the end of the train using suction cups and was able to hang on while going 180 miles an hour. It's insane. Of course, this mile counter works, or kilometer counter works, but maybe it's high-speed trains. It's awesome. ICE3. Yeah. ICE. Yeah, some people call it the ICE-3, but you know, some people have said in the past that the correct term for these things is ICE. So, and I have actually gotten used to saying ICE, so that's probably just from now on. ICE. Awesome and cool and yeah. Like, there's no way around it. No way around it. That awesome. Oh, what's this? 100. Oh, we're suddenly going down to 100. Let's go. Oh, this section. No red signals this time. Oh, 100. Why is that happening? Is it because we're suddenly switching onto I don't know. I've never actually done this particular journey before. Like, in the past, I have driven the ICE3 on this route, but instead I was going from Mannheim to Karlsruhe, or Mannheim to Karlsruhe, and I'm going from Karlsruhe to Mannheim. the other direction, so fine. So that's one part that I've been really so now I have to slow down to 100. Yes, I know the speed limit. Shut up. Okay, why exactly do I have to slow down this much? Oh. Okay, that's actually a pretty sharpish turn. Now, where are we going? We're going, no, this way. Okay. Well, I guess we have to slow down now. Yay. That horn sounds cool. Well, it may not be the best sounding horn, but it's still better than the default horn. Now we're crossing over all these tracks. So no wonder they slow down to 100, because we're slowing down to that. That actually makes sense. Unfortunately, this doesn't include. That would Okay, here we go. Let's go 280 well, miles an hour. I say kilometers an hour. Correct? 280 kilometers an hour. Also, what's weird is that it doesn't matter if you're inside or outside the train. It's yeah, basically, the cab sounds are not as realistic as originally the first version, like the next interesting story behind the ICE-3 in Train Simulator. Originally, it was released as a standalone DLC for Cologne to Düsseldorf back in 2012, and then this train was included in Munich to Augsburg, which was included later in 2012. And then a few years later, they released this route in 2015, Mannheim to Karlsruhe, and included this train again. However, this train was actually updated for this route. And yeah, so a few changes were made to this train when it was released with this route, and some changes were good, while some were bad. Now we're going on high speed. There's now time for more immersive experience. But as I was saying before, they made a few changes to this train. Some again, some good and some bad. What do we mean by good and bad? Well, what happened is that they did some changes to the well, they didn't do too many changes. Like I think the cab was redone. A few of the cab sounds redone are redone to more clearer. As opposed to the one that was released in 2012. And but other than that, really not much. And they did have proper run sound for this train. Like the run sounds. But there's a few things that they messed up. Like apparently now with the cab, like in the old version of the ice they probably had in-cab sound, where it sound like you actually text no different from the cab or the outside. But however, in this new version, it doesn't matter if you're inside or outside. It's not that good. It's not the first one. I don't know. They'll do that weird. That's not bad. But yeah. But overall the ICE-3 is better than it used to be. But there's still a few things they could have fixed up, so the horn was exactly the same. You know, which is why I've modified the horn, so now it sounds like this. And when it sounds like that now, with the old rubbish on it, they gave the string. Okay, what's this now? Oh, somebody continues to 50. But not for a while. I'm just going to continue the speed. Next case, I will save my progress. Just in case the game crashes or does something. Yeah, we're going pretty fast now. Just as much as we don't want. That is fast. That's cool. Although, if you're wondering something, with the ICE 3, the default horn, it's weird how it only plays once. But I actually managed to fix that myself. The highway. So basically, if you press up, even if you held the space bar, the horns only play once. But however, I was able to do something really clever, where I was able to swap out the proxy XML horn file, where I swapped out the default one for the one that actually is ACS64. Yeah, the proxy XML file replaced the ACS64 horn. I basically stole that off of the ACS64 and applied it here to the ICE3. Now the horn continuously loops. So like it does there. And this tune also has a secondary horn. Oh, okay, we have to go down now. It does sound like it has a secondary horn, but actually, unfortunately, there is no button to actually press the secondary horn. That secondary horn that you hear when I release the space bar, that's actually, that's actually added onto the, horn loop end file. Like, if you play the horn loop end, wave file, you'll hear the horn play as part of the same track. If we take a look here, yeah, we can see the end of the world. Yep, somebody did a bad job when they did this. That's for sure. So now we're into a tunnel, which is quite cool. (6:41 p.m.) Oh, let's load 290 now. Oh, how many bricks do we have? 17. I'm just testing out the brick to see what this thing can do. Let's put a few options. And now down to 90. We'll put an even more later on. Then 100. I think it's put on 1A bottle. Just let it slow down all by itself. That's 100 and then 190. Not like it really matters because we should be arriving at that. I know, train. I know. It's going. So going fast was fun, but unfortunately the fun is about to be over. Oh well, it was fun. I think we slowed down a bit too much there, but that's fine. Actually, why did we slow down too much? Are we seriously switching over a junction or something again? So why is that not checked? Who cares? Yes, I know. Why are we slowing down though? I think it must be some kind of junction. Oh, we're switching tracks. I guess we can have some switching tracks. So here we are outside. I'm actually curious to see what this is. Oh, no wonder there's so much, because there's this. Okay, that's fine. Let's just zoom up. Yeah, I was switching tracks. There's no catenary in this area for some odd reason. I kind of wish you could have been in the cab when we switched tracks. Oh well, too late now. So it could go up to 190, but not really much point to 100 up. Yeah, we are literally in a section of track where there's no catenary, and we're still in the facility. This thing is weird. No, stick 10% total. 9%. So Mannheim Bond Stage 7. Coming up to it soon. So yeah, so we were able to go there and back again. We went from Mannheim to Karlsruhe in a commuter train, the BR426, and then from Karlsruhe back to Mannheim in the IC3, and that fence is literally just loaded in. It's so old. Like you could barely put in any scenery before the game was crashed. Apparently the Unreal Engine 4 version of the game is supposed to fix that. Has it fixed it? Well, kind of, but no. Well, I say kind of, but not really. They just haven't proven it. Oh my goodness, that looks very bad. Yeah. Okay, that looks awful. Let's take a picture of our train as it's not floating. Because no bridge is loaded in yet. Man, this game is so slow at loading. Maybe just my computer or something, but even so, you should need a super powerful computer to do this stuff. I don't know. All I know for sure is that this game is stupid. It's stupid. And now the bridges comes in. Man, that is ridiculous. And now there's no canyon. But yeah. Now LZB signaling is disabled, so now we're just on our own now. So let's just get brakes. Just such a beast of a train. I just love it. This train is just it really is. This train is German engineering at its finest. Or, well, not just at its finest, German engineering at its best. Yeah. Ignore when I said German engineering at its finest. It's actually German engineering at its best. Its absolute best. And there's Vilma. This route is officially weird. Yep. Yeah. I remember Dovetail Games, they once came out and said that the BR-101, not the BR-101, the BR-158, or the boxy one that was hyped up to be a thing in Train Sim 2016, they once mentioned that what was it called? That train was supposed to be, German engineering at its finest, but at best. But no, 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 no. You're mistaken. Okay, no. This train right here, this is German engineering at its best. There is no denying it either, because this is awesome. You cannot deny that this train looks and is amazing. I mean, it's a high-speed train. What else would you expect? Maybe you could expect some space-age technology, but unfortunately we're not at that point. We are close. And the ICE 3 was built back in 2003, or I think it was 2003, or I think it was 2000 to the rails, so it's been on the rails for a decade and a half now, and it'll most likely be out there for another decade and a half um, before this train gets replaced by something. Probably won't happen, because there is the ICE 4, but the ICE 4, it's not as fast as the ICE 3, because it's said that the ICE 4 only has a top speed of 160 something miles an hour. It's not as fast as this, obviously not. Still waiting for the day that the ICE 4 comes into Train Simulator. I know that there is a third-party guy that is selling the ICE 4 as a third-party train for $20, but I'm waiting for the day that it comes to Train Simulator under an officially licensed product, either on Steam by Dovetail or whatever. But yeah, here we are at Mannheim, the end of the line. But enough of one more thing. Ah, let's see. Think so. Yep. All right. Right. Yes. 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 There's the moment that you've all been waiting for. I was about to say that those doors make no noise when they close, and they actually do make noise, but it's very quiet. Yes. Now it's the part of the live stream that you've all been waiting for. The grand finale. Oh yes. The ICE-4, you were an awesome beast of a train, but time to give the people what they've been waiting for this whole live stream. Oh yes. Only Russell and Dom were here to witness this, but unfortunately, absolutely nobody has turned up to this live stream at all. But that is completely fine with me because nobody, who cares? The only reason why I do these live streams is because they're fun to do, and I'm doing them, and I am the master of everything. So yeah. Oh. Hi. What about Russell? Ooh, it's sunny down there. That looks kind of cool. After it goes to nowhere, that's the end of the world. This bridge looks quite cool. Actually, I'm actually this. Let's wait for the time. And screenshot. Yes, that looks cool. Yes, 80 km/h speed limit. Well, some say that the speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour, but actually it's absolutely nothing because of this, and it goes into Zanos and game is breaking down, and crash. Ah, yes, look at that zigzag effect. And it just gets stuck like that, and now the game is done. Well, that, my friends, is how to end a live stream all about Train Simulator. This live stream is officially over now. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This one was fun. That crash at the end was priceless. Ah, yes, the obligatory train crash. Alright, of course OBS isn't responding anymore, but that's completely fine with me because this thing never does anything right. Technical difficulties, well, set technical difficulties at the end of the live stream. I'm just tuning up the game, just in preparation for stuff. As per usual, the game isn't responding, but that doesn't matter anymore because live stream is over. Well, almost over anyways. That was a fun live stream to do though. Just gonna minimize the game for now and just end this out. That was fun. Well, that's all for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream show thingy, whatever you're watching it as, and if you're watching it as a video, then well, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And absolutely nobody's watching the live stream, so yeah. Well, if you bothered to watch this video, then kudos to you. But guys, that's all for this video. Hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.